Yo,
Yo, yo.
we in the building. Get up with Greg Bugsy. Your man JayMoney Hackett in the building.
What's going on?
Peace, God. Peace, God. How you been, brother?
I've been all right, man. Just, grinding and hustling, getting ready for a lot of big things coming up. What's going on with you, man? How you been?
Blessed, brother. Blessed. I see you. First and foremost, it's going down tonight. Movies are being made tonight, my brother. What type of movies is being made tonight?
Well, tonight, man, I'm back at it at Baltimore Soundstage with my Wisdom Court team for the Wisdom Court Summer Jam. I'm sorry, the Wisdom Court Winter Jam. Um, over at like I said, one more time at Baltimore Soundstage. It's featuring myself, Billy Live, Donnie Breeze. I got a couple of my artists, Jay Sanity and A Red, and we got Holiday Shells on there. There's a bunch of artists on there. It's going crazy, man. Show start at 8 o'clock. Anybody listening in, they might as well go ahead and pull up. It's gonna go nuts, man.
That shit sound crazy.
Yeah, brother, it's
Wisdom
gonna
Court
go
Winter
crazy.
Jam. They still how they get the tickets?
You can right now. I will have tickets available till 10 a.m. this morning. Well, actually, let's go to 11 a.m. this morning. After that, you can go ahead and get some at the door. At the box office, they $20. But yeah, it's about to go crazy.
Hey, yo, for people that never performed at the Baltimore Soundstage, you know what I mean? What is that like? You know what I mean? What's that energy like?
Oh man, if you if you never performed at Soundstage, I mean, like it's a dope experience. The venue is probably one of my most favorite venues to perform at in Maryland. Um, it's just the atmosphere is just crazy. Like the stage is crazy. Like having a light, and they just revamped their whole venue. So the lights go crazy. They got the screen behind you where you can have your logos going. It's just like top notch. It's a top notch experience as a independent artist to perform there. You feel like a major. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know it's kind of difficult to get on a bill at the Baltimore Soundstage. So, what's a little tidbit of advice you'll give for like up and coming artists or people that may want to touch that stage?
Network, network. Because it's a lot of people. I get that question all the time. Like, yo, how you get on the Baltimore Soundstage show? How you do this? How you get on the big like how you get on the Fillmores? How you get on the Rams head? You got network. Respectfully, um, Baltimore Soundstage or anyone like that, they're not just gonna look at you and say, "Hey, you make dope music. Come hop on our stage." So in order for to like make that happen, you just got to network, build up your name, and present yourself that shows value. And if the show fits, you know what I'm saying, don't mess with you. And like, but other than that, you just got to network and build up your name. Come out to shows. You know what I'm saying? You'll meet somebody that can put you somewhere because all this typing on the internet and try to get yourself somewhere, it ain't gonna happen.
Shit played out like the Jerry Curl, huh, man?
Oh yeah, it's real played out.
Where it's back to the hand to hand combat. You know what I mean? In the
Hey,
trenches.
oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? During the pandemic, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? You had
Hmm.
no other choice but to be on the internet and try to build your name up.
Right.
But now, like, yeah, you got it's now that the streets are back out here, you gotta get back out here and show your worth and you know what I'm saying, get back out here and make people see your face and shake hands in order to build up those opportunities.
Yo, I think a lot of these artists these days are missing that element of their game, and that's something that you guys definitely bring to the table. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? Give them some jewels on that. As far as like, yo, actually, going hand to hand with the fan base, building the fan bases one soul at a time. You know what I mean?
Well, building a fan base is just like basically it's like this, man. You gotta like you gotta just it takes a little time because you gotta find your crowd. You gotta find like you know what I'm saying who's gonna support you because most of the time it ain't the people that you really surround yourself all the time. Like
Mm.
like the people that are in your neighborhoods, like your friends, like you know what I'm saying, they there. But like you got to step out of your comfort zone. You got to step out of that circle. Like for example, I made a little post recently saying I used to get frustrated when like let me take this back. A lot of my friends, like close friends and family, they would come out to the shows all the time, and of course that started slowing down. And their mindset, it probably turned into, hey, this is the same thing. We keep doing the same thing, whatever. Like, and this, that, and the third. So I used to get frustrated by that.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of like, I turned that frustration into like, all right, let's see who else I can reach out to and get to come to these shows instead of the same people. So that's where it took me mentally and figure out a new grind to reach out to different people that will find interest in my music and for them to come out and support me. So you gotta dig deep into different areas, not just like I said, your neighborhood or your friends, but some people that might come across the same interest with you online. And like, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? You gotta go to, like I said it again, you gotta go to different shows. You gotta go to different events you're not even on to meet people for them to see your face and make them like want to come rock with you, you know?
And instead of marketing to that same 15 fan bases, you know what I mean? Even Beyonce don't do that. She's not gonna keep playing the same market, the same demographic, three dates
Exactly.
out the month. You know what I mean? You got to market to a different demographic. Yo, so
Exactly.
this is something, yo. I'm pretty sure I asked you this before in previous interviews, but I couldn't remember for the life of me. Like, yo, how did you link up with Wisdom Core Entertainment, yo? You know what I'm saying? How did that whole shit, you know what I mean, metamorphosize? You know what I mean?
Man, the way I linked up with Wisdom Court is like I met with Billy Live. Excuse me. I met up with Billy Live when I was a young bull, man. Like when I say young, I mean like I was like 12 years old. I lived in a place called the Sykesville Apartments, and worked at this gas station down the street from me. And me and my boy was like, we just young as shit. He's like, yo, there's this rapper that works down the street. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and go talk to him, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We were just going down there, just like getting some sodas or whatever. Then we jump in there, and Live's working. He's selling his CDs at the gas station. So I'm like, man, I'm just going up to him rapping and whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm a rapper too. He's like, oh, for real? Like, I'm like, yeah. So we went in. So he's like, how serious you want to get with this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get serious because I'm 12 years old. I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm just trying to rap. So then
Right.
during that meantime, he's taking me to like he's showing me the wave of how to try to do this. Like he didn't even take me like show me recording until like I was about like 14 or whatever. Like I was recording at home, whatever, but like real studios, I wasn't until like 14. I'm
Uh-huh.
like 12, 13 years old in the streets with him, handing out flyers to his shows or to different clubs or this, that, and the third. And
Mm.
then I remember I was like 14, 15 years old. We just coming back from one of his events. He was like, yo, how old are you now? I was like, I'm 14 or 15 or whatever. He said, by the age 21, I'm gonna make sure your area knows your name. Like he's like by age 25. And like
Uh-huh.
by age 20, 21, we had that on lock. It was amazing. You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
So
it's definitely a journey.
so Sykesville, is that in Howard County?
Sykesville's and it's kind of in both. It's kind of in Howard County and Carroll County.
Word. Yo, I'm trying to figure out, yo, Sykesville, you know, how you metamorphosize to become Howard County's finest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh man, yeah. So like I basically resigned in both. Cause my mother lived
Mhm.
over in Sykesville, and my dad lived in Howard County, and I did most of my work out of Howard County. Went to school out of
Today's
Howard County and all
episode
that.
Today's episode is brought to you by the smokestation.com. The Smoke Station podcast. Shout out to Nico Bond. You know what I mean? He had Krishan Rock Paul on there, all kinds of people. Make sure y'all support the Smoke Station. You know what I mean? Back to your regular scheduled programming. This is a wisdom court for the kids. So that's legal right there. It's medicinal. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
sir.
back to your regularly scheduled programming. So, yo, what made you and I know I asked you this before again too, but just to refresh the people that may not know, like what made you choose like JayMoney to represent your artistry? You know what I mean?
Well, honestly, yeah, like I took JayMoney because my cousin actually he's the one that really taught me like how to flow. Shout out to my man Tay. Um, he really taught like he was like we were young. This one we was like 8, 9, 10 years old trying to record on a broken tape recorder in the basement.
Uh-huh.
And
Basement get the best sound, yo. Everybody started in the basement. Like if you didn't rap in the basement, you're not a real rapper for real. Straight up.
yeah, um, hold on real quick, my bad.
Take your time, brother. Take your time. In the meantime, Wisdom Court Winter Jam is going down tonight, Baltimore Soundstage. If you never attended the event there, now is your chance.
Yeah, my bad. So real quick, yeah, like I was saying, we he taught me how to flow, and he was going by D Money, and he always like my biggest influence on trying to do this rap thing. So I just went ahead and took JayMoney, and for a while I was doing just JayMoney, JayMoney. And live
Mhm.
for a long time, he's like, "Oh, you gotta change your name. It's too generic." And I was agreeing, and then like I was like, playing with a couple different ideas, and then I was just like, you know what? Let's just add Hackett on it because Hackett's my actual last name, and it
Word.
just it just flows, it just flows real well, you know.
Hmm.
So like, that's just how it worked, and then like everybody just kept going with it. So I was like, let's just keep with this.
Yo, do you remember the first verse you ever wrote?
Uh.
And if you
Man,
do,
I feel like it was over I feel like it was over the down and out instrumental by Cameron.
word.
Yeah, I
That's
can't remember word for word, but I definitely remember it, that the atmosphere.
yo, that's funny. The first verse I ever wrote was to Jay-Z Streets is Watching instrumental.
Oh, word, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. The first song that I remember the first song that actually like caught attention.
Mm-hmm.
Um it was like two songs that really caught attention. This one I was rocking with my boys. We was a group called G Squad. It was like a couple dudes I went to high school with, family and all that. And
Mm-hmm.
we wrote a song to Money Cash Hoes over Jay Z's joint.
Uh-huh.
And like my whole like neighborhood, the county started going crazy for that. 92Q actually played 30 seconds of it. It was crazy. That was back in like 2000. When was that? Like 2008. Yeah,
Damn.
2008, 2009, then 2011. I wrote. That's when the Howard County, like my staple of the county, really started getting. You know what I'm saying?
That's when he became Howard County's finest.
Yeah. Almost pretty much because I wrote a song over "Ink My Whole Body" by Wiz Khalifa.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of saying "ate my whole body," I don't give a motherfucker. I was saying I'm from Howard County, and I don't give a motherfucker. And that shit was going, and like people at house parties were playing that joint. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Like it was all over the place. Like people, like it was in the college parties. It was at house parties. Like I would literally get videos sent to my Facebook and MySpace at the time and my
Shout out to
phone
my
of
space.
people packing out house parties, and that joint was going crazy.
Damn. Yo, so you say you linked with Billy like about you said 12, but you started really getting into the booth like 14. How old was you when
Yeah.
you did your first performance?
I was for about four. I was like 14, freshman in high school.
Where
14,
was
15 years
that at?
old. Yeah. It was at the Ag Center in Westminster, Maryland.
Okay.
Yep.
How was that, bro? Like, I mean,
It
how
was
they come about?
crazy. It was crazy. Like it was featured in the Howard County Times. It was it was like I said, it was featured in the Howard County Times. They built the whole story up, like leading up to it, because before then, we were um, I'm sorry, we were like promoting my group at the Howard County Fair, and somebody came across us, and they were like, yo," because we weren't all the same T-shirts. You don't really see that around in Hoko or whatever. So they
Hmm.
wanted to get more information on what we were doing, and the lady was like, "Yo, I think we could turn this into a story for the paper." So We went ahead, did the story. Um, she came out, took pictures at the show, and me being at like that age and performing in front of a crowd like that with a lot of hype behind it, it definitely felt really good because after the show, a week later, the story came out and the whole joint was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? The whole story and everybody was just like
Damn.
following up.
Made the papers out the first performance. How was the actual performance, in your honest opinion, for it being your
The
first time? You feel me?
the the before I feel like for my first performance ever, like I could have been like I could have froze up, forgot words and everything, but I feel like it was smooth. You know what I
Did
mean?
y'all did y'all do man rehearsal and shit like that?
I yeah, enough. I would feel like not crazy a lot, like what I'm saying, because like I'm not really sure why, but like yeah, just me and the boys. Now we didn't really do a lot of rehearsal. We just went in there and just did it, and then as like that was just like me and my boys' first performance, and then after that we just became natural born like stars on the stage. You know what I'm saying? It just went crazy, and then what I'm saying after that we just roll with it. We did a lot of shows out Westminster. Me and my boys when we were going by G Squad, and we were just like building our name up out there.
Where was that all through Billy, or was some of them just what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that was all through Billy. Like, what I'm saying? He built that up. He built G Squad up. And then like I decided to like go solo and just run the JayMoney Hackett brand and just went off with that. Like I just took off of the performance style that I did with my group and just ran with it as like an artist, as a solo artist. As a solo artist, I kind of like, it was a little rough. My solo performances were like, they were there, but then I remember it took that one show to where, as a solo artist, to where I was just like, all right, this is how I have to perform, and this is what I gotta do. And then I just been a showstopper ever since.
Bro, my first time it was at Ghostface show. Y'all was opening up for Ghostface. That's the first time I seen you on the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is this with Billy Live? Like, yo, this motherfucker. It was like, you know, at first I was like, because when you came out, you was like, kind of, you know what I mean, getting the crowd hyped or whatever. Like, hype man
uh,
is an understatement. You know what I mean? I don't even want to say hype man, but I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
yo,
yeah,
who
yeah.
the fuck is this guy? Yo, Billy got out here like really getting shit setting the tempo. You know what I mean? And then you also performed on that set. I'm like, damn, yo, like you really had a good stage presence. Where do you draw that from? Where do you draw that energy from to like, you know what I mean, to tear down stages like that?
Man, honestly, like I love that question. Um, it just naturally came one time. We were opening for Machine Gun Kelly at Baltimore Soundstage. And that was like in 2011, and that was like our first like sold out show. You feel me? Like I'm talking line waiting out the door, come in room packed or whatever. And then remember our DJ just started playing some joints. I wasn't even rapping like I wasn't even rapping yet. We were just on stage, like saying just get the crowd hype, and
Hmm.
everything I was just doing, the crowd was doing back or whatever. Like I was just like tell them throw their hands up. And it's just like that's like 1,000, 1,200 people. Just everybody got their hands up there. I'm just like tell them put them up and down. And that's when I learned right then and there, like yo, you can get 1,000 people to do whatever you want if you just go up there and show them that you're supposed to be there. You feel me? Like
Master of ceremonies.
yeah, like you're here to see me. You feel me? Like so every show that I do, like it could be 100 people in the room, it could be 1,000, 2,000 people in the room. I'm gonna give you the same energy because I'm gonna make sure everybody is engaged and like I don't know, it just naturally started to come. And also, um, I have been watching. A lot of people don't like this dude, but I do follow and I watched a lot of DJ Khaled's performances because like people can say what they want about that dude, but like he can put on a show. You know what I mean? So
Uh,
I took a lot of like what I'm saying what he could provide on stage and put it in my own performances. I watched a lot of all my favorite artists like Ti. 50 Cent, some older like NWA, and just took all like basically what everybody does on stage and just crafted into my
Yeah, I can
own
see that. I can
show.
see the NWA. It's funny you said that, bro. I can see that.
Yeah,
Like
and
how they used to be Ice Cube and Dre and shit back in the 80s. I can see that, bro.
yeah,
It's funny you said that. Word.
and I just put my own little twist on it. You feel me?
Yo, we gotta Mm, excuse me. I got a trick
Like,
question for you. Who's your favorite Wisdom Court affiliated DJ?
oh, DJ Anchor the Bank, boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Word.
I mean, you
Shout
feel
out my
me?
nigga Anchor the Bank. That's my motherfucking brother, man. Yo, listen. That guy, yo, he's such a genuine person, bro. Yo, if y'all need a DJ, yo, I highly, highly recommend, yo, DJ Anchor the Bank, stand up individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
See, I
dude,
was
he's
trying to
definitely.
start something, yo. I'm gonna have to share I'm gonna chop that and send that to Rude Bryce.
Nah, Rube was great too, man. Like, Rube was great. Rube's amazing too. Rube helped me put together a lot of my projects. Um, Bank is just like, you know what I'm saying. He's a stand up dude. He's like his energy is great. He's always down to hold you down. That's why he say you call him Anchor. He's like gonna hold you down, and just like he's just a dope dude, very talented man. So much love to him. Always time to joke around at the best times and the worst times. Like, you know what I'm saying. So like, nah, he's a dope dude, man.
You said Rude helped you put together a lot of projects. That means you got some beats from him. A lot of beats from Rude.
Well, not really, but Rube, like I recorded my last two projects with Rube, Legacy and Relentless, and Rube did a beautiful job by recording, mixing, and mastering them joints. Like, and phenomenal. Like, you go into Rube Rice 2 Night Studios, man. It's just like you just make some magic happen. Like, you can go in there and just knock some work out because Rube's real like chill. He'll give you advice on what you should do, and what you not do, and just like I went in there. I've knocked projects out that have been 10 track in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and that's like after getting them mixed and recorded and all that, and it's back in my hands. Like it's great. I really like recording with Rude Right.
Yo, shout out to Rude. Is his studio still over there, like by Northern Parkway
Yeah.
in Ricestown?
Yep.
Dang, yo, been there for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Rude, right? So what's the other nigga? There's another DJ with y'all. I forgot his name, like Ill Luck or some shit. Or is
Ill
that a
Luck's the
rap?
name of the Ill Luck's the name of the band. Yeah, nah, we just got we got Rude Rice and
It's
DJ
another
Egg of
nigga.
the
I can't
Bank.
think. Oh, there's another guy. I guess he used to do some events for y'all, shit like that. Yo, so like you know what I mean? With some of the states and other, you know what I mean? Other moves that y'all have made that you know what I mean that really stood out to you. You know, and I know y'all did several tours and shit.
Man, we've like you know what I'm saying. We've done the West Virginia. We've done the Connecticut. Hey, yes, sir. We done like I said, West
Shout
Virginia.
out to WV.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get back out there soon. We done the West Virginia. We done the Connecticut. Of course, we actually recently went down to Virginia Beach. Um, we've done New York, just almost up and down like the entire East Coast. Actually, I think this spring we're gonna aim to go to like North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. And then we built up a couple of West Coast connections, so we're gonna try and make our way over there as well. And yeah, just keep on hitting the road and bringing it all back home. You know what I mean?
Yo, what's your thoughts on Cruddy Live?
Man, Freddie, man, he's amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's something special. Like he's definitely he's next. He's got and there's so much music. Like when Freddie drops something, it's just like priceless. It's just like it's just so far out there to where it's just like it's so dope. And he's got so much more music behind that people haven't even heard yet, and it goes crazy. Like he's so lyrical. Um, his music is real fresh. Like I can keep going on and on about Credit. He's definitely he's
Shout
amazing,
out to
man.
Cruddy
Like
Live. Do you think he was in his pop shadow for a second, or you know what I mean? Took him a minute to get his own bearings together. You know what I mean?
Um, I want to say like his shadow. There was like he definitely it definitely took a little minute for him to get his things, but it definitely wasn't the cause of the shadow. It was just more of like maturing a little bit and really understanding the game and realizing like yeah, you're not gonna just one song ain't just gonna make it. You feel me? Make you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep on hustling and grinding or whatever. But yeah, nah, I can't say that he was ever really in the shadow. Like he definitely easily just quickly built his name up on his own. You feel me? He had to just put his mindset behind it, and like ever since he did that, it's just like he's here. You know what I mean?
Like he take risk a little bit, with his individuality and you know what I mean, his creativity. That shit stands out.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? Yes, sir. So like, yo, what's some of the keys to wisdom court longevity? You know what I mean? You've been down for eons. You know what I mean? So what you think?
You said what's one of some of the
One
keys for the longevity?
Yeah, like the keys for keeping wisdom court together. Like, cause I done seen you. I've been doing this. I've been doing media since 2012, and I've been
Yeah,
doing the music since '97. You know what I mean? I done seen hundreds of crews, yo, great crews, great crews. You know what I'm saying? They just not around no more. Niggas fall off every day, b. Like that shit, it brings a tear to my is eye. You know what I mean? Like a tear
yeah,
drops my eye. Like niggas fall off every day, b. But like y'all, y'all motherfuckers, man, y'all have staying power and resiliency. So what's some of the keys that you know what I mean that you can give away for that?
man. Some of the keys I would have to say is just like honestly, we just kept going. There's been like I'm basically what it is like every crew has like their moments of like you know what I'm saying they have a pause or like a couple of hiccups or whatever. But like as long as you know y'all gonna work through it and you can make anything happen. And also you just got to make it to where you have several people in different positions. So like if live fall off for a minute, he got set back, then of course I'm gonna come up. You feel me? Just like running shit. And if I fall down, live gonna come up and run run things. And if like we both fall down for a minute, bank can come in and do something. You know what I mean? So it's just like you got to have people, and you have to have different people in positions of power in order to make sure the company still stays afloat. You gotta have one person over here, you know what I'm saying, recording music or whatever, just recording people. One person over here setting up shows. One person over here doing shows or whatever. Like you just gotta have people in different areas in order for the ball to keep rolling. And also, honestly, you just gotta keep people around you that want to work. If there's people around you that don't want to work, then sucks to suck. You just keep on moving away. You just keep on moving. And the people that want to work, they're gonna want to stay around because they see something's going on. So they're gonna want to just like, you know what I'm saying, keep working, and that's what keeps the company rolling. You know what I'm saying? So it's not hard. All you gotta do is work, want to work, stay loyal, and when the time comes, step up when needed. And pretty much you always gotta step up. With that being said, be willing to step up, I should say.
Yo, so besides all the wisdom court um artists and the things that y'all do, for the team, y'all also give plenty of opportunities to people from all across, all different kind of walks of life, different genres of music. Who's some of your favorite artists that have like opened up for y'all like on the Wisdom Court bills or performed on some of y'all sanctioned events? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll definitely say different artists that I've like performed with. Like, one of my favorite artists out here is like outside of Wisdom Court, but this person's pretty much Wisdom Court, but he's like not Wisdom Court. He's like the Red Man of Wu Tang Clan, pretty much. Like,
Right, right.
which is my man Donnie Breeze. Like that dude, man. He's what an amazing artist himself. Like he always comes to the shows. He does his job. He sells tickets. Um, which is more mainly important. He just doesn't come with money. He comes and brings a crowd, and also he puts on a good show and makes great music. You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to Donnie Breeze. I got a lot of respect for that dude. He's a natural born hustler as well. Um, Another artist that I would have to say that I definitely rock with a lot is um honestly, I probably have to say this dude. He's from Howard County. A guy named Otto. I rock with him a lot. He does, like, again. He shows up, brings a crowd. Um, Sells tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my main. That's my main thing for real. If you're an artist and you on our bill, if you come to the shows and not just like, what I'm saying, oh yeah, like, here's my money that I sold tickets for, and you don't have a crowd with you, like, I find that weird. So if you actually sell tickets and bring your crowd with you, then I'm gonna automatically rock with you. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you are.
Word, Sammy, you buying your own tickets and shit.
Yeah, exactly. I always thought that was a little weird. But
That's what's backwards. You know what I mean?
but Donnie Breeze is my main dude that I definitely rock with.
Yeah, you gotta send me some links on them two guys, yo. You said Donnie Breeze and Auto.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely real dope, man.
Yeah, you gotta send me some links on them. Check them out, bro. I be looking for some dope shit. You know what I mean? So Wisdom Court Winter Jam, one more time just to refresh everybody's memory, is going down tonight. Baltimore Soundstage. You know what I'm saying? Yo, give us a little sneak peek, yo. What you performing tonight, yo? Let's get like one song that you perform.
Man, what I'm performing tonight, I'm going basically. Like I said, I just dropped my new project, Relentless. That's on all platforms. A little EP, recorded, mix and mastered by my man Rice over Two Nice Studios. So I'm going through that whole joint for real. That's a 6-track EP. Then
Uh-huh.
you never know. I might jump into a couple of old joints. You know what I'm saying? You just going people just gonna have to see. I'm just basically what I'm saying. I'm gonna get my bag tonight.
Yo, outside of Relentless, what's your favorite joint to perform? Besides this new project, I know you still probably
Yeah,
figuring
yeah,
that out.
yeah, yeah. My favorite song to perform. I got two. My favorite song to actually I got three. My favorite song to perform is "Kill the Hype" with Donnie Breeze. Actually, I'll send you the link to that joint. That joint goes crazy. Um, it just the video is amazing. The vibe is amazing. It's definitely a crowd favorite. Gets people going, jumping up and down. Like, I just love performing that, especially at Baltimore Soundstage with the lights and everything behind it. Um, I got this joint called "In the House" off my second to newest project. It's called my project called Legacy. Um, in the house, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it just defines me, and it just like another crowd pleaser. It gets people chanting back at me, and I really like things. I like the whole crowd chanting and getting, like, the crowd into my music and all that. Just holding the crowd over. And then my last song that I really enjoyed performing is called "Just Getting Started," and that's off my EP Strive that I dropped in like 2014 or something like that. And that was just like, I don't know. I feel like that's just like a JayMoney Hackett classic. You feel me? I haven't performed it in a while, but that's definitely like, when people hear that beat that are familiar with and they come to the shows, they know what's about to go down. So that's why I really like that joint.
Word, yo. What's like one of the worst things, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? One of the worst things that you had happen, like, while you performing, you know what I mean?
Um, One of the worst things that's ever happened. Well, at a real small show, I got two things actually. One at a real small show, it wasn't a big show at all. I've always, like, feared slipping on stage, and that happened once. Like, I mean, I bust my ass. Like,
Oh
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Like,
Oh shit.
like, yeah, that jump. I just laid there for a minute too, because I was like, well, fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? Everyone done
Yo, what
seen what
song
happened
was you
already.
performing?
It was Kill the Hype with Breeze.
Uh, it took
And
a spill.
yeah, for real. I just laid there for a minute, like, well, you know what I'm saying? People rushing trying to help me up and all that. I was like, nah, it's all good. And then my second thing, I was at Frozen Harbor Fest, and my pants ripped on stage.
Oh shit.
Literally, like, like all the way down, like the whole inside of my left pant leg. I was like, how the hell did that happen?
Damn, you was really
But
ripping
I
that
wouldn't.
shit.
Yeah, and I wasn't even too mad about that shit. I was just like, oh well, I guess this is it. But
Rock
it was a
star
fun.
shit.
But hell yeah, it
Damn.
was funny because like it was a bunch of people on that show, like Dietrich Otta, Keiko Bang, Saigon, and like it was a lot of heads on the show.
I
Comp,
think I
and
remember that card. Yeah.
I was just like, man, like all these fucking rapping ass niggas here, and I just ripped my fucking pants. Like,
Damn, yo, damn. That's ill, man. You know
but
what I
yeah,
mean?
that's all I really got on the bad things. I really feel like all the shows really just be like going well. Knock on wood, you feel me?
Where, yo, what's like, you know what I mean? What's some of the, tips you can give to somebody, like for preparing, you know what I mean? It's because, a lot of people, they just jump on, yeah, I mean, jump on stage, 1,000 goons, but they don't really, you know what I mean, do the preparation aspect, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what can I give tips like preparing for shows or?
Yeah, yeah, for up and coming artists, or they might
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
veteran, but never step their live stage game up.
Just man, just keep feeling out what you can do. Make sure you get the crowd involved. That's number one. Um, Try your best not to perform over your vocals. I mean, like that's just people want to hear you, and sometimes your mic be too low, and it looks like you're lip singing, and you don't want that to happen. So, just try, like you know what I'm saying. Just keep eating, like just go on that stage and make sure that like you know what I'm saying. No matter where you are in the lineup, you think that people are there to like they're there for you. You know, in your little 10 to 30 minutes or whatever, like no matter how long your set is, people you gotta keep that mindset like, oh no, these people they here for me. They ain't here for such and such. They ain't here for such and such. Even if you open it up for Lil Wayne, like you gotta go in there ready to eat. You feel me? So
Hmm.
as long as you keep that mindset, you can become a legend in this game.
Yo, I just thought of a funny question. Yo, you made me think about something. But like, so you, like I said, you've done hundreds of shows. You know what I mean, with hundreds of different artists. Yo, what is one industry instrumental, yo, that you don't care if you never hear anyone perform over ever again in life?
Hold on, one is repeat that question one more time, I bet.
Like an industry instrumental, like for example, for me, it's like a boss. Remember Meek Mill's like a boss came out, yo, and
Yeah.
every show it was at least 2 to 3 people performing
Rapping
over
over
that.
top of that.
Yeah, so it's like
Um,
one instrumental you don't never want to hear ever again in life on a bill.
let's see. Damn, 'cause honestly, damn. Let's see. What's a drink I feel like people are performing over?
They killed that. It was too many people, bro. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I really haven't really been hearing a lot of instrumentals recently. Thank
yeah,
God.
that might be because that was back when I was on a circuit, yo.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah,
back
yeah,
in the
yeah.
day when I was on. So, and that's a good thing though. So speaking of that though, yo, like getting instrumentals, you know what I mean? Like, was that something that, like as you were starting 12, 13, 14, did you automatically
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
have
That instrumental
access?
game. Yeah, yeah. Everybody was on the LimeWire. Everybody was like, you know what I'm saying, trying to download instrumentals and all that. That was like, how I feel like everybody got started just trying to rap over instrumentals or whatever.
So how did you
Now like
graduate? Oh, my fault. Good.
no, my bad. I was saying like now like people these days they go up to and just type in such and such type beat on YouTube or whatever, like J. Cole type beat, 50 Cent type beat and like this, that, and the third.
Trash. That's trash, right? So how did you
Yeah.
graduate to original beats? You know what I mean? Was it being down with Wisdom Court, they had access to original production, or how did you you know what I mean get your first
Um,
taste of that? Because that's that ain't nothing like that as a young MC. You get your first original beat that's yours, like you know
yeah.
what I mean. So how did that?
Um,
How, you know what I mean?
basically, I didn't know how easy it was to like get access to stuff like that. Because honestly, like, I was just with one of my boys one day, and he was like, "Yo, here's like a website that you can lease beats from, or like you can like, you know what I'm saying? Some people give you a free download or whatever. You got to shout them out on the credits or whatever." And that's where it all started. I was like, man, like these beats are dope. Like you can just surf for days and try to find beats that just rock with your style, whatever. You feel me? And that's what I do most of the time now. Like I just
Damn,
I just be surfing on the internet, just like finding beats. And if I come across something I like, I just go ahead, pay it a couple dollars, and snag that joint up.
yo, it's crazy. It's really like supply and demand, bro. Like I'm trying to explain. Like, see, right before that era, you know what I mean? Like right before my era, yo, an original beat was like gold. It was like a Bitcoin, bro. Like, whereas
Yeah,
though people used to be stealing people beat CDs. Like, say somebody come over your crib, like, all right, yo, I'm gonna come over, and then you be like, where the hell my beat CD go at? Somebody took that joint, yo, because it was 10 valuable joints on like 10 Bitcoins on that disc. You know what I mean?
ah,
Now it's like, you know what I mean? It's everywhere, but it's like, do you like, you do you enjoy like you still like working right with the producer? You know what I mean? Like who's some of the producers you work hands on? I know you say you get beats online and stuff like that. Or even when you work with them online, do you still like reach out network
yeah,
and like
yeah, yeah.
visit them and
There's one dude that I work with very closely who's online, and actually I don't even know how I built this relationship up because this dude does a lot of he works with a lot of major people like Meek. He's worked with Rick Ross. He's worked with Nipsey. He's worked with like a lot of artists. Dude named Vibe Beats. Um, he's a legend, honestly, in the game, and I've gotten a lot of my beats from him, and like to where I started like just grabbing like leases from him, and then I like would hit him in the like just hit him on the side on DMs like, yo, look, like I really like your work, and I just want you to check out what I made. You know what I'm saying? Like over top of your beats. And yo hit me back one day. He's like, yo, dog, like this is actually real dope. This, that, and the third. Here. And then he's like sent me a couple joints on top. He's like, I haven't put these on the store yet. But let me know what you think about these. And matter of fact, go ahead, hold on to this one type deal or whatever. And before he about to drop stuff, he'll hit me, be like, "Yo, I'm about to drop something tomorrow. Go ahead, make sure you on top of that, whatever." Or he'll hit me
right?
like, you know what I'm saying? And like every time I do something over top of his beats, I send it his way. It hit me right back. Like that. That's real dope. We got each other's numbers in our phones, and like I said, it's a major dude. Like it's crazy.
Yo, so speaking of the leases and all that, yo, like for the people that don't understand how that may work, like how's the leasing of a beat? How does that work? You know what I mean, that process.
Basically, I highly suggest leasing beats um until the song is like, you know what I'm saying, taking off. Like, you know what I'm saying? And basically also what I do with a lot of my beats, unless I can't get a hold of the producer if I lease, I'll tell them that basically the leases come with restrictions.
Okay.
And basically it's like, say if like, you know what I'm saying, you can only have like 10,000 or 20,000 streams off the lease beat and you can do one music video and like it can only be on one radio station, blah, blah, blah. A lot of like, undisclosed restrictions. Like if it happens, it happens. Ain't nobody gonna like, you know what I'm saying, complain about it. But every time I lease a beat, I'll hit the producer like, yo, I got connections and potential to make things happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and lease it. And if it goes above your restrictions, I'm gonna get you back on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll go ahead and look into my social medias and look what I got going on. They see like, oh no, this is a legitimate dude. He's just not a SoundCloud artist. And they'll say, all right, yeah, let's go for it. They might send me a contract on the end or whatever. Basically, say I can do whatever I want with it, and we'll talk about it later if it goes like past the sky limit. You feel me?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You just gotta hit them up and just be like, yo, this is what I do and this is how we can do it. But like I need you to like, you know what I'm saying, put your trust in me type shit. You feel me?
See, my skepticism would be that how do I know not that specific person, but like if I was shouting beats online, my skepticism would be like how do I authenticate that this person really made the beat? You know what I'm saying? But I guess with
Um,
social media these days, you see them on the pads or seeing whatever. I guess it's probably ways to see. Okay, yeah, they're a real producer. So
yeah,
maybe
and actually that's funny you say that because that's what happened with one of my mans. Like he made a whole EP exclusively with this, and this was wild. He made a whole EP exclusively with the producer that he knew or built a bond up with. Like they were face to face, hand in hand in the studio, creating together. He drops the EP. My man's got people hitting his inbox saying, "Yo, where'd you get that beat?" He's saying such and such, and the producer's like, "Well, I made that beat, so we gotta figure this out."
That's crazy. See,
So that was saying, you saying
that's
that about people online. There's people in your face taking people's beats from online and
ghost
putting their
producers.
tags on it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy, man. That's nasty work right there, man. That's
And there was,
nasty.
and he said it was like he said every song that off the EP, he had a producer hit him up like, "Hey man, where you get that from?"
That's
So
crazy,
it's a nasty game out here.
man. It is, yo, it is. It is, bro. I appreciate you checking in, bro. You know what I mean? I know we gonna wrap up in a minute. I know you got a lot planned for the day. You know what I mean? Yo, have you ever done a whole project just with one producer? That's what I did that. I
No,
did
I
that
have not.
twice, and I've enjoyed it so far, yo. Have you? Is that something that you aspire to do one day? Like, yo, I'm
I
gonna just
think
lock
so.
in.
Yeah. I definitely think so. Damn near close. I've done it with Bob. But it's like been like maybe like say if it was like a 10 track project, it would be like 6 or 7 out of it was vibe beats, and then like 4 of them was somebody else. But yeah, I've considered that as well. Like you know what I'm saying, just to say I could do it or did it. But yeah, no, that's definitely been something in the back of my head.
Word, man. That's what's up, man. It's going down tonight. Wisdom Court Winter Jam. You know what I mean? Yo, you want to shout out the team, you know what I mean? And make some
Yeah,
plugs and all that, you know what I mean?
yeah, man. Shout out Wisdom Court Entertainment. Shout out my man Live. Man, shout out to everybody on the whole Wisdom Court team, man. We gonna hold it down tonight at the Wisdom Court Winter Jam, Baltimore Sound Stage. Show starting at 8. You can grab your tickets at the door. We just gonna turn it up. Follow me on all social medias at JayMoney Hackett, JayMoneyHackett on all social media platforms. Relentless out now. Go cop that. We just gonna turn it up, man.
Yo, you know what I mean? Stay down for the crown, you know what I mean? Hey, yo, congratulations to Billy Live too, you know what I mean? I know he got a little Bambino on the way, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, for
Yo,
sure, man.
yo, what's up with Billy, yo? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's up with y'all guys, man? Like, what's y'all
Man,
rapport like, tell me a story. I know y'all ever get into it or anything before. Yo, tell me like, you know what I mean? Tell me a funny story or something for over the past what years, decade, you know what I mean? Plus.
not really get into it. There's just been times where I'll just be like, yo, if like especially for a show or something like that, I'm like, yo, this could work. He's like, nah, and then turn around, someone else on the same show does it, or like the headliner of an opening act that we're the openers, and like the major headliner does what exactly what I said to do, and then I just look at him and be like, "Yo, I told you we should have did that." Like type stuff, like little simple stuff like that, or just like
Word,
we never. I don't want to say we ever really like just bump heads, but like you know what I'm saying. Sometimes he's like stuck in his ways, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, whatever. But like
word.
yeah, but nah, other than that, yeah, nah, we don't really get into it. You know what I mean?
Lot. Yo, have you ever received any hate though? You know, being as though yo, you like, you know what I mean? You definitely like the I would say the you know what I'm saying? I would say the Beanie Siegel to the Rock, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You ever see any
Oh
hate like
yeah,
that? Like
oh
I don't want to
yeah,
be in, you know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. People will try to say that Billy pays favorites. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Or he's like, yeah, he just hands Jay Money opportunities. But it's just like, nah, that's actually a great question. I never really been asked this question, never been able to really talk about it. But nah, it's not that like Billy's handed me the opportunities. He's told me what to do or showed me what to do, and I just did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people would take that as in, oh, he handed him the opportunity or he wanted him to do it, so he just gave him the motion. Nah, like Billy said, you want to do this? This is what you got to do. So boom, I just did it. And since I just did it, people just automatically assume that it was just given to me. You can't give away grind. You can't give away hustle. You learn it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's been there. I definitely
You met
earned
the
it, but
challenge. You met the
yeah.
challenge. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I feel like some certain people are definitely mad about. They they definitely think that like everything was just handed over, but it just wasn't. You know what I mean? So I was just taught to hustle. Billy molded me, and he showed me what to do, and I just did it. You know what I mean?
Word, word. Yo, and then the next up is your man Cruddy Live. You passing on the baton, you know what I mean? The same lineage, you know what I mean?
Yes,
That's
sir.
what's
You
up,
know what I
man.
mean?
Keep the family tight. Motherfuckers gonna hate, you know what I mean? But they don't understand, like, you know what I mean? Like you said, you met the challenge. It could have been
Exactly.
anybody, but everybody don't have the consistency. You know what I mean? Everybody don't
E-
have the fortitude and the gumption, you know what I mean, and the wisdom. You know what I mean? Yo,
Exactly.
yo, JayMoney, Howard County's finest. Hey, yo, how y'all got mad counties on Smash and the city, bro? Like y'all got Howard County on Smash. What's that? What county is Westminster in? Carroll County? What's that?
That's Carroll County. Carroll
Carroll
County.
County, Baltimore County. Like y'all just checking counties off the list, taking over the whole state, East Coast, all that type of shit, man. Yo, I'm proud of y'all brothers, man. Proud of y'all. Salute. You know what I mean? Yo, hit me up and let's recap how the winter jam went. Yo, sometime next week, yo, if you got like 5, 10 minutes, yo, chat back in. Let me know
All
how
right.
everything went, yo. You know what I mean?
Definitely, bro. I appreciate you, man. Take it easy, bro.
You too, yo. Tell Billy I said peace.
Definitely.
Boom.
All right, bro.
Peace.